Only one who's disappointed with this year's Funko Fair. Because I really am. I really, 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 really am disappointed with Funko Fair so far. I know it's not over, and I posted a video talking about the first day and some of the reveals I liked. And then I just didn't talk about anymore. And the reason why is because the Funko Fair has been very disappointing. Now, there's been some cool sports ones. I think if you're a sports fan and anime fan, those are the best days. But my issue with the sports one is just I'm not interested in sports. So beyond that, it's like whatever. My issue with the anime day is I'm so sick of anime. I like anime and I like certain things from anime, but my thing about it is Funko doesn't expand licenses with anime. It's Pokemon, and Pokemon's more of a game franchise than anime. Let's be real. And they're doing Pokemon. They're not doing like human characters that appear in the anime, right? So it's like that doesn't really count. They're doing, but it's just Dragon Ball Z and Naruto, and it's like, okay, I get it. You want to do Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, they sell well, and My Hero, cool. But they're not the only animes out there. There's really popular animes. Ghost in the Shell's a really popular one. Still getting new installments all the time. Why not that? Akira. Akira's one of the most popular anime films of all time. That's not ever been done. Studio Ghibli, My Neighbor Totoro, stuff like that. Princess Mononoke. There's other things that these companies could expand out to. And, I've heard arguments say, well, you shouldn't really complain about not seeing more of something from Funko because maybe they'll eventually do it. And, if these other anime pops sell well, maybe they'll make more. But it's been several years, and Funko just does not expand out their licenses with anime. And I don't understand it. It's like the same few ones. And I'm like, cool, but anime is large. There's hundreds and hundreds of animes, and they just do the same 5 characters. I mean, the Goku reveals were kind of cool. I like the Kamehameha Wave Goku, but did they need to do one where he's glow in the dark, and then the common one where he's not, and then they need to do another version where he's a diamond version? The way I look at, and when you see that common version, it's not valued at a lot. Not a lot of people buy it because they want the exclusive versions, which is like at that point, just make the exclusive version, right? Or just make the common glow in the dark and then do one exclusive version, which is the Diamond Series one, right? It's all glittery and stuff. I don't understand why they do that. It's very irritating. And there's, and it's just like, it's just dumb, it's greedy, and it's also, I get you're a company, you want to make money, but it's greedy to a point where it's like it's not even transparent. They just make it clear we're greedy, and it's kind of like, I don't know. And the Star Wars day was super weak because I'm looking at it going, Rise of Skywalker. Nobody's talking about Rise of Skywalker, Mandalorian. This Funko Fair so far felt like they didn't have things to reveal, but they're revealing stuff anyways. Right? Because at New York Toy Fair, they just announce all this stuff. That's really cool. But at New York Toy Fair, they have hundreds of things that they announce. And it's just kind of like, well, whatever. I don't know. And the Marvel Day, a lot of people were really pissed about this. They were showing off WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and it's like, we've seen all that stuff, and it's like, I get that they're probably just re-promoting it, because it's like, that's what they do at New York Toy Fair, but that's because you see those things in person if you go there, and they retweet about them, and be like, here, these are coming out, but people are seeing those in person. You're not seeing them in person. They're just retweeting about stuff you already know. And then when you already have a weekday of reveals that's kind of lame, not a lot of people talk about, then yeah, I think that's irritating when they're just showing you old stuff and not showing you anything cool. And the Deadpool's cool, 30th anniversary of Deadpool, but like a lot of these are fine. It's just more Deadpool, and we already have so many Deadpools. It doesn't feel like they need an excuse to make more, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I mean, it's not like the Batman 80 years where they were all creative versions of Batman. They were great looking pops. They're all different. They're all different Batman characters or different versions of the character. These are all just Deadpool in different outfits. And it's kind of like, I mean, there are so many different versions of Deadpool they could do from the comics and stuff. I don't know why they're just doing, hey, let's do Deadpool wearing this outfit and that outfit. Why don't you actually do variants from the comics? And the Marvel Day besides that was just weak. There was just nothing else. Pretty much. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. And Pop Rocks. I know this pop album line just took off and that's coming out, but they didn't announce any more of those like I thought they would. And, you know, they had Fallout Boy and kind of stuff like that. And I'm like, those are cool reveals, I guess, but it's kind of like I want something that looks a little bit cooler and it's more universal and less of a niche audience, you know? So that just, I don't know. And I think the best reveals of this whole thing were the Godzilla vs. King Kong pops. But yeah, and then they had the movie day. And the movie day, I think, is one of the best reveal days because they had so many different pops and different lines that were shown off that were really great lines of pops that and they all fit different audiences. I think that's the one annoying thing about this Funko Fair is, right, you can't really get too many fans of who aren't fans of one particular thing. This has fans of all these different movies and different things kind of being put out there. We have Bram Stoker's Dracula movie, which is a great movie from what I hear. I can't say I've watched it. Those pops look really cool. I do need to watch that movie at some point. Yes, you can put that in the comments, but I know I need to watch it. But those pops look really cool. Very impressive. We also have the Goonies, which I'm going to get those. I love the Goonies. They did Cool Runnings, which is kind of like a John Candy fun movie. Disney movie, but yeah. And then they also did Spike Lee, one of the greatest black directors, one of the most important directors working today. What he says about kind of racism and things like that through his films is great. I like the design of this pop. It's the best designed director's pop I've probably seen out there, besides like Alfred Hitchcock. But that's because Alfred Hitchcock kind of is a person who just kind of looks iconic. And there aren't many directors that you can look at and go, they look like Alfred Hitchcock, you know. But yeah, that's a great looking pop. And so, yeah, I'm excited for that one. Probably will be getting that one. I really like that pop. I don't know, director design is a little weird. I feel like they don't do enough with directors. There's hundreds and hundreds, and they've not even done more than like 10 directors. 10. That's a little ridiculous. And the Mummy with Brendan Fraser was a pretty cool one. I like the reveals. However, I feel like the poses and characters could have been a little bit creative. This is like an adventure movie. There's so many set pieces. They could have done some like movie moments or some really cool stuff with it, and then they kind of just didn't do much of that. So that was kind of lame. But yeah, I'm just glad they did that because it is a popular movie. People seem to really like that movie, which, you know, it's pretty cheesy and kind of bad, but it's a fun movie. So I don't know. I just been disappointed with Funko Fair. Hopefully TV Day, which I'm sure they're going to reveal some Happy Days pops because they already revealed the Richie from Happy Days. I'm sure that's coming tomorrow. and maybe some others. But yeah, I'm excited about those. And yeah.